Hello everybody! Running a little behind this afternoon, so you guys are getting to take a trip to the mailbox with me to send out some stickers before I start crocheting. Whew. It's actually not too bad today. Sorry, you can hear the air conditioner over there, the neighbor's house. I'll take you guys on a trip to my mailbox. It's exciting. So, today, I'm actually working on a new project, which is awesome. I kind of had a little bit of a lull on new ideas. And I got my bucket hat finished, so I'm going to show you guys that. But I'm actually starting on a new crop top design, which I've been a little weary of doing. Alright, stickers in the mailbox. Woohoo! Because crop tops are so hard to size, and I haven't really wanted to release something that's not size inclusive. So we're going to see how it goes. I have 2 crop tops out right now, but they only go up to like an extra large. So we shall see. But I'm excited about it. I'm actually using the Bernat Maker Home Deck yarn, which, you know, is not usually... Sorry, I'm trying to close the gate. There we go. It's not usually considered, I don't think most people use it to make wearables, but it has really nice structure to it. So I feel like for a bralette or like a bra style top, it's actually really nice. And I swear I'm going to crochet in a minute, but I need to put some bug spray on too. So we're grabbing the bug spray. I'm going to spray myself because I really don't want to get ticks. Alright, set this right here. I get the neck. Alright, because I know you guys came on this live to watch me put on bug spray. Okay, now I get to head upstairs and sit down for a little bit with my coffee and crochet with you guys. So, if you are working on anything, I would love to know what you're working on and what your crochet plans are this weekend. I'm just really happy that the weather is nice. It kind of looks like it might rain, so I'm really hoping... I don't know if you guys know this, last Friday when I went live, I was like, I'm going to sit out for a little bit longer after my live and I'm going to crochet. And it started pouring down rain. So it was like we had just enough time to do my live, and then the rain came. So, alright, now I just have to set up my tripod so I don't have to hold this phone the whole time, and we'll be good to go. So I'm going to show you guys my newest finished make, which is my bucket hat, which I'm really excited about. I should be able to do a call for testers. I was supposed to do it earlier this week, and I just didn't get it written up in time. So, there we go. Okay, now I can get this tripod working for me. Oh, come on now. I'm going to have to set this down for a second. But you guys can look at my pretty trees while I get this tripod set up. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay, I think that'll work now. So now we can clip it in. Am I still live? See, am I still live? Everybody still there? You have to tell me if I'm still live. It said it paused, so I don't know if I'm still live or not. Let's see. I'll give it a minute and make sure it doesn't stop on me. Okay, cool. Somebody said yes. Awesome. Okay, so I actually feel like this needs to be a little bit lower so you guys can actually see what I'm working on. And tomorrow I'm going to be going live again, but it's for Pink Sheep and Friends. which means it's going to be my next maker interview, which I'm super excited about. We're going to be talking to Crystal from Not Your Nana's Yarn Work. So that's going to be really fun. I'm excited about that one. And that'll be the same time. So I've been trying to stick with noon for all of my lives, so that makes it easy, so you know that if I am going live, that's the time that I'm going to go live. Okay, cool. I think I'm actually set now. Okay, so let me start with my few little announcements. So the first one is obviously that I finished my bucket hat. So this is my chunky bucket hat. I think I shared some photos and stories, but I haven't made a post about it yet because I really wanted my first post about it to be the call for testers. So this is what it looks like. I'm pretty happy with it for being super chunky yarn. I wasn't sure if it was gonna lay nicely, but I feel like it actually looks pretty good. And I'm not a hat person. So, you know, with the hair and all of that, and like I took some pictures with like pigtails, and I think it looks pretty good. And I did I wove a cord through the actual brim because I made it a little larger. So if I did not have the cord, it would feel a little too big on my head, but I feel like that's a good thing because then it's going to fit a wider range of sizes, because then you can weave that through and you can make it as tight as you want. So there is a sneaky piece to this hat, and that is it actually has holes for buns. So I'm calling it the sneaky buns hat. So you can put like pigtails through here, or you can do the little buns on either side, and you can have your little buns sticking out of the back. So that's the back of the hat. And I haven't woven in my ends yet. They're just kind of tucked in there. Shh. All right, so if you put it on there, so if you're just wearing it, now you can see, if you look to like the side, you can see the hole. You could technically just clip those together. You know, you could, or I mean, honestly, if you're reading the pattern and you're experienced with crocheting, you would see where those holes are created. So you could technically not make the holes if you didn't want to. But I thought it made the hat kind of special because I didn't see anything else out there like it. And I always like my designs to have a little bit of an element of something new. And so, like I said, yes, so we've got the little holes. You can't even really see it unless I'm, you know, all the way turned around. But yes, you can put your little pigtails, your little buns, through the holes. And, that makes it kind of fun. So you can see the back again. Those are the pigtail or bun holes where you can stick your little buns. So this pattern is almost written up. This is what I was working on last week during my Crochet and Chat Live. And so I'm really excited for it to be finished, and now it's on to the next thing, right? So I think I have like 2 or 3 more pages to finish writing up. I had taken all my pictures and I had all my notes written down, and I just have to get to get it all into the PDF, and then that way I can do a call for testers. So if you're interested in testing, be on the lookout, because I will have a call for testers in the next couple of days. I'm really hoping it's this weekend because I would like to get that going. My Babe with the Yarn Bag is being tested and it's going great. I have some awesome testers who are working on that. So I'm really excited to see their bags. We did make a second hook holder. That was another announcement. So this is like neon green and it's almost kind of squishy. So that's kind of cool. And it actually, I think it grips the hooks a little bit better depending on the size. But this was fun. We've really been trying to work on hook holders, and I'll show you guys. So like this goes in here. Got another one, this is size 18, so let's see, that would be 20, 19, 8, so the 18 would go here. And then we've got a 12, I think that goes there. So that's how that holds the hooks. So we've got those. And that leads me to my next announcement, that we are going to be releasing our next set of hooks. So we have been releasing hooks once a month since January. So every single month we've had new colors. This month will be no different. We haven't revisited an old color yet, so all of our releases have been unique, so that's really cool. We didn't actually realize that it had been so consistent, so every single month we have new colors, and it just proves that it's possible, you know, for us to each month we release a new color. So we're really excited. This month it's going to be blue and purple ombre, separate colors, not in the same hook, but so you guys can see, this is the sparkly blue ombre. So it's subtle. This is the lighter blue down here, and it comes up to a darker blue at the top. But this is the blue ombre. What are they made from? Well, hello MLCB. These are 3D printed hooks. So my husband, aka Captain Hook, known as Captain Hook by the group here, he got a 3D printer for Christmas this past year, and so he decided he wanted to start making me hooks, and then it turned into, well, let's make hooks for everyone. So it was quite a process, because we actually created these designs ourselves in 3D printing software, just using basic shapes but trying to get it right. And then we had to perfect the resin process to make sure that they aren't going to be sticky or tacky or anything like that, and they're going to be nice and smooth. So yes, you use the 3D printer too. Awesome. Yes. So yeah, so this is our 25. We make all the way down to a size 10 millimeter. We don't go lower at this time, because if you use a 3D printer too, you'll know it can be difficult to go that small and still know that they're gonna hold up, you know, that it's not gonna break. We use PLA filament for these, and we use about 35% infill on most of them. So they're fairly strong, but there's always that concern of, like, if we get too small, or if people tend to hold their hooks way down here and you put all of the pressure on the top of the hook, that obviously you create a weaker point in the middle of that hook shaft. So right now we only go down to 10 millimeter, but this is the purple ombre. So sparkle, sparkle, and then the blue ombre. And I think we're going to have 47 hooks in this release, so there's plenty of options for sizes. We are going to throw in a few of these black hooks. We will have 3 of these. These are our black, like, galaxy style hooks. Of course it's not going to want to focus, but there you go. So those are our black galaxy style hooks. These have really just kind of gotten thrown in here and there. I think that we're planning on doing a full release of these at some point. We have another really cool color that's going to be coming out with the next release, and I think that it'll be a really great pairing with the black galaxy. So the next one may be a little different from the ones that I usually release, which are kind of the fun, bright, sparkly colors. These might be a little bit more on the Captain Hook spectrum, so the ones that he really likes, and this will be more of his release, so I'm excited for him to get to choose the colors this go round. They'll probably still be sparkly. We just feel like it adds some depth to the hook when we add the sparkles, but we're also looking into some different colors of glitter and things like that so that they look a little different. But these are going to be released, I actually think, this weekend. I think they're either going to come out tomorrow or Sunday. And if you aren't on my mailing list, you can always join my email list, because I always send out an email once we have a set date and time for when they're going to come out in the Etsy shop. I'll send out an email, so that way you know for sure when they're going to come out. But that was the other news. Those are coming out this weekend. Probably Sunday, because Saturday I've got the live at noon, so prepping for that and trying to get these listed. I already got them photographed, but there's other wonderful things that go into that. Let's see. Okay, so now I can actually maybe start crocheting a little bit since it is crochet and chat. Oh, I have one more thing I can show you guys. So I have not announced this anywhere yet, so you guys are getting the sneak peek. This is only released right now. It's a new design that I'm releasing, but it's only coming out as this particular sticker first. So it's not going to be on apparel yet. It's going to have its own big release later. But I really wanted Sticker Mule, which is who I ordered my stickers through, had a sale on holographic stickers. So I always try to jump on those. And so I ordered a couple of these just to check them out. And these will be in my shop very soon. Keep Crochet Weird. So these are the holographic stickers, and those are going to be in my shop. I'll probably release them maybe with the hooks, and that way if someone wants a hook and a sticker, they can grab one. But I'm so excited about these, and like I said, this will be released on apparel and all of that other fun stuff, just not yet. So it's just going to be on the sticker for now. But I'm really excited about those. Those are fun, and I feel like we're kind of weirdos. If you crochet, I'm kind of weird. I know that, you know, we're definitely the black sheep of the fiber art bunch, and so it just felt like it made sense. So okay, so today we have a lot of dirt bikes and motorcycles that come through this neighborhood, so if you hear loud noises, and we're right near an airport, so yeah. Okay, so I told you guys while I was walking around doing all this other crazy stuff before I actually started crocheting, that I'm using Bernat Home Deck yarn. So this is supposed to be for like outdoor projects and, you know, around the house and stuff like that. Maybe not outdoor, but like home deck. That's why it's called Home Deck. But I like to use it for bralettes because it has a lot of structure and it kind of holds everything in place. And so it's a size 5. You can get it all over the place. I've never seen it at my Walmart, but you can get it. I think I got this from Walmart.com. You can find it on Amazon. I think it's Premier or Yarnspirations maybe is the brand, but you should check it out. It's pretty great. It's a cotton blend. I think it's cotton polyester blend or cotton nylon blend maybe. I don't have the holder out here, the label. But I did do an entire YouTube video that's going to be coming out very soon. It's already on my YouTube channel. It's just not listed. So I uploaded everything and I haven't actually made it public yet. But I did an entire video on bulky yarns for summertime. So that's something that I get asked a lot, you know, what yarns do I use? Because we only make hooks down to a 10mm size. So what yarn do you use with that? Especially since we go up to a 25mm. And so I figured it would be really helpful to do an entire video about some of the really great bulky yarns that are kind of heat friendly and summer friendly. And this is one of the yarns in that list. I also included things like t-shirt yarn and ribbon yarn. I also included some worsted weight cotton because I like to double it up. So if you guys saw my cat cozy pattern, so like the beer cats and the coffee cats, I like to call them, that pattern bundle is in my Etsy shop, but you use a 10mm hook, but you double up your yarn. So you use worsted weight cotton, but you double it up so that then I can use my 10mm hook, and then it takes a lot less time than using like what I'm using now, which is, this is a 5.5mm, a 5.5 Furls Odyssey. Because we don't make hooks that small, and I like furls. They were a lot of the inspiration for me to create ergonomic hooks in the sizes that I like, because I feel like their ergonomic handles are great, and this Odyssey is my go-to for my 5.5mm size, and I kind of like the weight of this one being so much smaller. So, but yes, I am working on a crop top pattern, a crop top design. We'll see how it goes. It's a design that I've already made for myself quite a few times. So you guys can see that looks like. This is just the band, so this is going to wrap around here. I've made it for myself a lot, and it's my favorite style to just wear around the house. And especially during the summer when I don't want to wear like a regular bra. And the problem is I'm smaller and like smaller chested, and I don't know if the style is going to work to be fully size inclusive. I feel like it would have to be changed up a lot to fit someone, especially if they have like a smaller band size and a larger cup size. I'm not really sure how that's going to go, but I don't want to not release it at all. So I'm going to be relying a lot on my testers to give me feedback on some of the alterations that I can make to the style that aren't going to make the pattern too complex. Because as you guys know, if you've tried any of my patterns, I try to keep it very, very basic. I also don't like doing the made to measure styles. I feel like that can get confusing for a lot of beginners, and I want my patterns to be very beginner friendly. So I really want it to be like, this is how many you chain, not measure yourself and then figure out how many you need to chain to make it that size. Because I don't know if you guys have ever done this, but you know, if you try to make a chain and you measure your chain is not going to be the same length as once you start adding rows. So I feel like that can be hard for people, and so I really want it to be as simple as possible and actually have the stitch counts and not be made to measure. And maybe that's just me being stubborn. I can be stubborn, I know. But we'll see what happens, because I really want it to work, and yeah, we'll see. But I do have, like I said, I have 2 crop top patterns that are out, and they're very similar. I use a 5.5 millimeter hook, and I usually use a worsted weight cotton for those. Most people would have to size down. You'd probably have to size down to like a 4 or 5 or a 5, because I crochet really tightly, especially if you don't want holes in there. But I love that this one, since it's a size 5 and I'm using the 5.5 millimeter, you can't see through that. You know, I mean, like, there's a little bit of air in there, but I feel like that's just going to add to breathability. I think it'll actually be a nice structure for a top. So we'll see. Let's see. So I'm trying to think, something else that I've been working on that I can share with you guys. The captain's been trying to get me to do this for a long time. He has wanted us to offer like a learn to crochet kit in our Etsy shop. So that would have like a skein of yarn and one of our hooks in the package, and it would just be shipped out as like a little kit. But the problem is I don't have any resources for people to learn to crochet. You know, I have my YouTube channel, and there are a few kind of beginner tips, but not like how to chain a row, or how to do a single crochet stitch, you know. And so I really didn't want to put a learn to crochet kit in there and just be like, hey, go look at other people's YouTube videos and figure it out, you know. So this week I actually started filming my first couple of videos that I'm going to be calling Learn to Crochet with the Pink Sheep. So, well, hi Teddies. I'm trying to make a series of videos that will start all the way at the beginning. The recommended materials that I'll have included are what would be in my kit if I release a kit. And it would go all the way from learning how to do a slip knot, to chaining your first row, to doing single crochet rows. I want to have maybe half double crochet and double crochet directions. So at least maybe 10 videos that would be in like the Learn to Crochet playlist. And then those would be paired with, if we do, hey Ariana, hi Nerdex Herdex. I love that name, by the way. That always makes me happy when I see that. But yeah, I want to do a Learn to Crochet kit in my Etsy shop, and the captain really wants me to do one, so he's been pushing me to get the YouTube videos ready, so that way when people buy the kit, they can go straight to my YouTube channel, to that playlist. They'll have what they need in the right size yarn and the right size hook to follow the tutorials and learn how to crochet. So that's on the to-do list. And honestly, just more video content in general. Like I said, I'm going to be releasing the video that I did. I filmed it the day before yesterday, and it's just all about summer bulky yarns, like cotton blend, bulky and super bulky yarn. I want to do similar videos on like bulky and super bulky acrylic yarn, wool blend yarn, you know, all the different bulky yarns, just to give people a place to start and some ideas of the yarn they can use for a lot of my patterns. So many things to do. I'm also planning on trying to start releasing new apparel designs once a month. So at least every 2 months. So once every 1 to 2 months. Our iPad actually broke, so I've been without Procreate now for a couple of about a week maybe. But it turns out that we had the iPad Air 3, which had a known issue with going to like a blank black screen, and Apple decided they were going to fix them. So I contacted Apple and they sent us a box. They are just getting it on these motorcycles today. Dirt bikes. I think they're dirt bikes. Dirt bikes and four-wheelers. But yeah, so Apple said they'd fix it, so we actually got that put out in the mail yesterday, and they're supposed to send us a replacement. So I'm hoping that they don't send us a replacement that also goes to black screen. But once I get Procreate back, I'm definitely going to start really hitting the designing hard and practicing with some of the cool things that could be stickers and apparel and keychains and just fun crochet yarn swag. But I have already decided on my next big design release, and I'm not going to share it yet because it's going to be a surprise. I believe it's going to happen at either the end of this month or the first week in August. I'm going to have my big reveal of the next design release, and that will be released on mugs, on all the apparel, so like t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, tank tops, all that fun stuff, as well as like stickers. I don't know if I'll do keychains immediately. I need to gauge and see what people think, if they like the stickers, if they like the apparel. But we'll have a big launch, and I may just do a giveaway. So I've also thought about doing that. So I've thought about every time I release a new design on apparel and things like that, I've thought about maybe doing a giveaway for like maybe a t-shirt from that new design, or at least a mug maybe of the new design. So I think that might be kind of fun, and, you know, build up a little buzz and give people a chance to win something from the new collection. And I'd love your ideas too. Like if you guys have an idea for like a funny shirt or apparel or mug or something, you know, I love getting you guys' opinions, and then trying to make it something special and something unique. I have 3 designs that are actually ready to potentially be released after that. So I'm trying to plan ahead and have like 3 or 4 months worth of designs that are ready to go. And then, like I said, each month or every other month, I'll release a new design. And I'm really thankful for Bonfire. And I do have to do a plug here, not because I'm sponsored by Bonfire, but because Bonfire has literally changed the game for me. I know most of us, if you crochet to make income, so whether you're selling finished product, whether you write patterns, no matter what it is, if you crochet to bring in income, you have probably done a little bit of research on like, okay, what else can I do for additional streams of income? You know, I know I hear that a lot, especially if you've done any research into like going full-time as a crafter or as a maker. And Bonfire has changed the game. Bonfire and Sticker Mule really have changed the game for me when it comes to creating additional streams of income without having to hold a ton of expensive inventory or guess as to what people will purchase. And I need to do a video on this. I need to do a video on how to use Bonfire, because they take care of everything. So like if you have any desire at all to like design apparel, or you know, if you like to use Procreate, or you want to put your logo on stuff, you should really go check them out, because they make it super easy. You just upload your design. You can actually even make designs in their software. So like they have clip art that you can use. They have you know, different fonts that you can use. You could design shirts in the software. So if you guys have seen my Crafty AF tank top and t-shirt design, it's got the little heart, and then the scissors are cutting around the heart, and then it says Crafty AF in the center. I designed that using their software. I did not use Procreate. I didn't use anything special. I designed it using their platform. So like you can actually create, and that's a pretty good seller. I think people like it because, again, I wanted, you know, I wanted some items that weren't just for crocheting. You know, I wanted some items that were like makers and crafters and things like that. And they handle customer service. They, you know, have a great replacement policy. You know, I've had a couple of customers who've had issues with their items when they got them, and they've replaced it without question. They take care of sales taxes. You know, you actually just get either, you get paid through either PayPal or a check, but you have to request a check if you decide you want to get paid via check. But then they'll mail you a check, and then you just, it's money in the bank, and you did nothing except upload your design. Now obviously you have to market it, you know, I mean, they're not like Etsy. It's not as easy to go onto Bonfire and shop all the different items. You can go onto Bonfire and try to search for different designs and support, you know, handmade small businesses that way. But it's not quite as easy as Etsy, and I don't think a lot of people know about it. So you're not going to get a lot of organic traffic. But, you know, you can promote it on Facebook and Instagram and wherever it is, you know, even if you're out at shows, and, you know, you can have that listed on your business card or something. And then Sticker Mule's great just because they have great customer service and high quality products. You still have to purchase everything ahead of time. I buy my keychains from Sticker Mule. I buy my stickers from Sticker Mule. And you know, they're not super expensive. They have a lot of sales. If you're not on their email list, be sure to get on their email list, because they send out lots and lots of specials. So, you know, there might be a week where you can get 50 stickers for 20 bucks, which is a really good deal, considering 50 stickers is usually like $70-something. Another airplane, sorry. That's what I get for living in Atlanta, so close to the airport. Lots of Delta. I think that's Delta's home base. But yeah, so check that out if you need, you know, and I do have a code you can use if you want to, if anyone wants to reach out. If you've never tried Bonfire and you've never tried Sticker Mule, you can always send me a message, and I think it like saves you $10 or something, and I think Bonfire it's different, but I do have links that I can send you guys if you wanted to try your first Bonfire shop, or you wanted to order from Sticker Mule for the first time. So that can be super helpful. If you're joining in, hello, and thanks for joining. This is actually my third Crochet and Chat Live, so I'm actually really kind of proud of myself, because it's hard for me to stick to a schedule. And, you know, I think on Instagram it's even harder when you don't have a ton of people that join in. You know, I'll go on some people's live streams and they'll have like hundreds of people watching them crochet and talk or whatever it is that they're doing. And I think for me it's usually like 3 to 5 people that'll be on. But it's still great. You know, I post it after so people want to watch it, and it just lets me feel like I can be accessible to you guys and chat with you, and let you know what I'm working on. So and I think the more I stick with it and stay consistent, coming on at the same time, it'll be easier for people to join in, because they'll actually know about it and it'll be like a regular thing. That's the hope, at least. So yeah, every Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Time, crocheting and chatting. Almost done with this row. Glad I could catch it live. Me too. Thanks for joining. I really appreciate you guys. I hope you know that. Couldn't do it without y'all. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at. Oh, that's really fuzzy on there. There we go. Okay, so this is the bottom band of my new crop top pattern. So it's a little bit longer than halfway. So I measured my band size, which I think is like 32 or something like that. And so half of that would be 16, and this is like 17.5 or something. So I made it a little bit wider than halfway, because I usually add like a little triangle on the end of the strap that then connects behind. So it'll have enough to wrap around. Oh, and I'm so glad that you got your shirt fixed. Did they send you a new one, by the way? Because I remember it had a hole, I think like in the armpit, maybe? If people click the heart down below, it'll be a super like, and Insta will push the live. Oh, so hit the hearts. Hey, thanks guys. Yeah, I see. I'm learning new things all the time. So send those heart loves. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that. Yes. Yeah, so I hope you got a new shirt. They've had to send me new shirts. I've gotten some shirts that were printed, like maybe a little off center. That has been an issue, but like I said, they always send me a new one. So I've never had an issue with them refusing to replace something. You don't have to send your shirts back. You literally just get the new one, and then they want you to like donate the other ones if you can, or repurpose them somehow. So that's awesome. You know, I just hope that they continue to grow and be profitable so I can keep using them, because it has been very helpful for me. Hello, Andrea. Andrea Morno Masuro. Everybody's Instagram names. I always feel like I'm just butchering people's names. So another big thing that happened this week, I don't spend a lot of time on Facebook. I do have a Facebook group. It's just Pink Sheep Design. It's a group on Facebook, and it's really for anyone who, you know, if you like that more community feel in Facebook and you check that more often. I wanted to have a group. I think I've got like 100 people in the group maybe. But I do share updates and stuff there. So like if you're not on Instagram as much and you'd rather get updates there, you can join my group, or you can follow my page, which is just at Pink Sheep Design. I think my page on Facebook actually has an S at the end. I think it's Pink Sheep Designs for the actual page, not the group. The group is Pink Sheep Design, just like Instagram. But I don't spend a ton of time on there. I try to push updates to there that are important. Every now and then I might post something different. Like I think I already posted about my bucket hat in the group, even though I haven't posted it on Instagram. So like you might get, you know, different things in different places depending on, you know, what I'm posting about and what I have going on. So it was interesting because I am a part of a couple of groups on Facebook that I really enjoy posting in and being a part of, and one of those is called Dark Humor and Yarn. And I know that there are probably quite a few of you who follow me here are on Dark Humor and Yarn, because I've seen some of you guys comment on my posts on there and have posted in there. And I've been pretty active in that group for a while now. And a warning on there, it's not for just anyone. It's definitely an interesting group of people, but I have really, really enjoyed being a part of that group. And I try to be fairly active. You know, I would post a couple times a week, and they invited me to be an admin to the group. And I haven't been invited to be an admin to a group unless it was part of my job. So before I left PPA, I was an admin for all of their groups. But I've never been asked to be an admin for a group that I was just a part of because I enjoyed it. And so I'm now a moderator, not an admin. But I'm a moderator in dark humor and yarn now. So that's pretty cool. I started a new thread. So all of the moderators in that group have their own daily thread that they share, and people can comment on it. And I decided to do a today I learned / decided / figured out or found out. And that's the thread every day. So people can say what they learned, or if they decided to do something that day, or if they found something out that day or something. And I thought that would be a really funny one. And it's actually been really interesting because I've actually learned quite a few things just reading the thread. One of the things that I found out from that thread yesterday was, and I don't know if you guys knew this, but I guess zebras can be scanned like barcodes by conservationists. So like they can scan the zebras and know which zebra it is and keep track of them that way. So that's really interesting. And there were a couple other things. If I remember them, I'll have to share them, but that's been really fun to like read that thread and see what people figured out and found out. I know I figured out that it's a lot harder than I thought it was to make those pigtail buns. So like I said, I finished my bucket hat. If you guys are just joining in, I'll take a break and show you. So this is the bucket hat that I made out of super chunky yarn. So this is 2 strands of hobby ribbon yarn held together. And this is what it looks like. So that's the bucket hat. But it's a sneaky bucket hat because you can put buns through these holes. So you can put little pigtail buns. And I figured out that they're not easy to make. And I figured because I had longer hair it'd be easier. But like as I started wrapping them, they got really long and like pointy and they weren't very cute. So it took a couple tries, but I figured out that if I put my hair in pigtails up here and then I back combed this part, like the part closest to it, I had to like back comb it a little bit and create some fluff there out of my hair. And then I wrapped it and I just used little clippies, like the little teeny clippies, and clipped around them. And it actually turned out pretty good after I figured out that that's what I needed to do. But it was not the easiest thing in the world. And I was like, this is not supposed to be this difficult. But you know, I had to make sure that, especially for the listing, when I actually list this as a pattern, I wanted to make sure that it was very clear as to what it would look like with the pigtails. I'm going to lower this a little bit because I'm going to sit myself back in my chair. Oh, bear with me. Let's see. I think that works. There we go. I wanted to sit back a little bit more. And let's see what time it is. Oh, I've still got some time. These are usually an hour because I'm long-winded and I have no problem talking for an hour. But if y'all have any questions or if you want to tell me what you're working on, I would love to know. I think we've got 6 people that are still watching. I'm really excited about tomorrow's live where I'll get to chat. I'm doing another maker chat with Crystal from Not Your Nana's Yarn Work. So that should be fun. We're really going to talk just about business. So I know Crystal is very different from me in that she sells finished products, which I really don't do anymore at all. Christina's working on the babe with the yarn bag. Woo woo! Yeah, I'm so excited about that test. And Christina, let me know if I know that you had an issue with one of the rows, so let me know if you figured that out. If not, I can always follow up with you. That one was difficult because instead of listing increases, so if you guys are following a pattern and you're doing half double crochets and it lists to increase. Hi, Diam Chick. Oh, and Bella, Tunisian crochet blanket. That's awesome. Yeah, I have done Tunisian crochet once, and I will never do it again. That was too much. Nope. It all goes back to that patience, and you guys have a lot more patience than I do. And NBC decor for Halloween. What is NBC? Like the channel? Let's see. And hello from Chile. Hello, hello. Yeah, so in my Babe with the Yarn bag, I did not list increases. I just said 2 half double crochet into the next stitch or into a stitch instead of saying increase, because I was trying to make it easier, but I have a feeling that it might actually be more confusing. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure that out, because instead of saying increase and then 3 half double crochet like in the next stitches or whatever, however that goes, I didn't say increase, I just said 2 half double crochet into that stitch. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure out if I need to rework that to just say increase, or if I can keep it at as 2 half double crochet followed by whatever is next. I'm gonna figure that out. Nightmare Before Christmas. Thank you, Christina. Yes. Oh, and Bella. Yes. Awesome. Yeah, so I did not have Nightmare Before Christmas until last Christmas. So I had it on a VHS, and I haven't had a VHS player in God knows how long, so I couldn't actually watch it. And the captain finally bought it for me. I think he bought it for me for Christmas, not for Halloween. I could be wrong. But our seasonal movie collection has continued to grow exponentially, and it's pretty wonderful. Every Christmas, I have a list of all the Christmas movies we don't have yet, and I'll purchase a couple of them, and that way every Christmas it grows. I think we're almost to the point where we can do like a Christmas movie every month in the month of December. So if not, we're getting very close. So yeah. And then in Thanksgiving, so before Christmas, we usually watch the Harry Potter series. So like right around Thanksgiving time, we'll rewatch all the Harry Potter movies, including the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, that series too. So we'll do that. And then I finally had got Hocus Pocus, so I've got those for Halloween. Now I have Nightmare Before Christmas. We don't really watch a ton of Halloween movies. I think Hocus Pocus is really the only one that I watch, that I would want to watch every year. I'm not a huge scary movie person. Even X-Files like freak me out. We have all of those, and I haven't finished them. We have like all the seasons. So making some pretty good progress on this. That makes me happy. At least the band part of these bras is super simple. It makes it easy for me to chat and work at the same time, because I know there's really no way to mess it up, at least not at this point. So I can share with you guys too. I think I have a couple things I still haven't shared, but I am planning on releasing my bucket hat as a video tutorial and a pattern. So I'm going to release the PDF as like a regular pattern in my Etsy shop with all the photos and everything. But I think that I want it to be my very first YouTube video tutorial. So it'd actually be a free video tutorial if you are someone who prefers to watch the video. I know there are some people out there who maybe don't feel comfortable following patterns yet and are looking to, let's see, listening while doing some other tasks. You make me want to crochet right now instead. Oh, yeah, I can't crochet as much as I used to. Not anywhere near as much as I used to, and it's actually kind of nice because this gives me a time that like I'm dedicating to crocheting, and then I'll have to take a lot of breaks. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna do a free video tutorial for my bucket hat, but I think I'm only gonna release it once I reach 500 subscribers on YouTube. So I think I'm just over 300 right now, so I'm getting closer. And I'm releasing a lot of just regular videos right now. Like usually I'll put these crochet and chats on YouTube because I have a couple of people on YouTube who subscribe to my channel and aren't on Instagram. So this is kind of nice if they want to catch up and see what's up and what I'm working on. These go up on YouTube as well. And I have a whole playlist for my crochet and chats. But I'm putting up other videos. Like I said, I just filmed a new video on summer bulky and super bulky yarns. So like cotton blend, bulky and super bulky yarns. And I've already uploaded it. I just have to make the listing public. I just got everything ready and got the descriptions ready and all the links to all the different yarn and all the patterns that I mentioned. And I just have to make it public. But I'm trying to spread my content out a little bit because I feel like if I'm not careful, I end up sharing everything at once, you know, and I'll release like 3 videos in a day. And then it's like, you know, the next couple of days, I'm like, what do I post about or what do I release? So I try to make sure that I'm spreading the content out a little bit. And so I think that video will probably be released next week. So maybe Monday on YouTube. All about bulky yarn, and I'm actually working on a blog post to go with it. So if there are people who want to actually bookmark a blog post that has a list of all the different yarn and everything, congrats on growing your YouTube channel. Yeah, it felt really overwhelming. I think that when I first decided, okay, I'm going to rebrand, because my YouTube channel was just a personal YouTube channel that I had opened. It was actually back when I coached gymnastics. So I coached gymnastics for like maybe 6 years, and it was the little ones. So I think my oldest students were like 10, so like 7 to 10. And oh, so you schedule your videos. That's awesome. I need to look into scheduling my videos. Are you going to go live at all? Are you using software to go live, or are you going live on YouTube? My problem with going live on YouTube is that I have a Mac and it won't let you go live through the Mac, and it won't let you go live through your phone until you have a certain number of subscribers. So I got a StreamYard account, and I should be able to go live from my phone on StreamYard. So that's a possibility. I might look at starting to do my Tip Tuesday live videos to YouTube instead of Instagram, because I don't have a ton of people who join in on Instagram for my Tuesdays. I mean, I know it's only the second one that I did this week, but it might be kind of cool to have a live on YouTube and a live on Instagram that are scheduled, so that way once a week I'm doing a live stream to both. So I may try to do next week's Tip Tuesday on YouTube. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with my phone camera trying to go live. So it's pretty good. You know, it does the job. I do feel like it's not the greatest quality when I try to reshare it. It always looks a little grainy, even though, like, to me this looks nice and clear and great. But you know, we do what we can. Totally forgot what I was gonna say next. Oh, I think I was just saying that it was really intimidating trying to grow my channel at first. Yeah, because I had it when I was a gymnastics coach, and I was saving like drill videos and tips videos, and uploading videos of like my students doing different tips and drills and gymnastics things, and I think I had like 100 subscribers, which is kind of surprising, that because I wasn't doing it to try to get subscribers, but I think that some of my tips and drill videos really did have a lot of views, and like people were saving it and subscribing to the channel. Oh, thanks for joining in. So excited. I caught you on a live for once. I know I have a lot of people who but see, I'm being more consistent, so I'm trying to every Friday at noon, every Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern time. And like I said, I'm going to try to do a YouTube version, and maybe do my maybe do a crochet and chat on Tuesdays, more of like a Tip Tuesday on YouTube. We'll see what happens. It's just an idea. I'll have to see if StreamYard will work for me. because I really like being out here. If it's not raining and it's summertime, it's just so nice to be outside. So I know sometimes I'll have the airplanes and dogs barking and things, but it's my time to just sit on the porch and relax and chat with you guys. Yes, so you rewatch them because you're at work. I know. Well, see, and even when I was working full time, these were on my lunch break. So I would go live at noon because that was my lunch break. So that usually worked out for me. But yeah, so just since starting to try to grow my YouTube channel as The Pink Sheep, now that it's actually branded, it's youtube.com/thePinkSheep, so it's easier to find. But I am past 300 subscribers now, so it's slowly growing as I get more videos on there. And I need to do an announcement about the bucket hat, because I definitely, like I said, I really want to release a free video tutorial, and I'm going to start filming that I think today. If the weather holds up, I'm gonna film at least the first half of that today. I'm going to go crochet another bucket hat for the video. But yeah, so I'm going to try to do that, and I will release it at 500 subscribers. So, and that's not too, I mean, that's not too many more to reach. And I feel like with the following that I have here on Instagram, I would think that once I announce that there is, you know, I will be releasing this as a free pattern once I reach that many subscribers. I think that'll get at least a few people from here to go subscribe that haven't yet, or maybe don't know that I have a YouTube channel. But I'm trying so hard to not, you know, it's difficult once you, and I think this is with anything, when you decide to turn what you like into a full-time job, you don't want it to change how you interact with your audience. So I've tried really hard to not turn Instagram into like a one big sales pitch. You know, I don't want that to change at all. I just want it to be somewhere where I can share what I'm doing with you guys and, you know, have some fun and ask fun questions. Like, I don't want every post to be a sale, you know, like, you guys know where to go to see my merchandise. Like, you know, I'll usually post maybe a little bit more of the new things in stories instead of in posts. And I have my Instagram store up and running now, so like you can actually view most of my crochet patterns and like some of my apparel in my Instagram store, and it just takes you, you know, if you click on it, it takes you out to that website. But I don't want it to turn into one big sales pitch. I really want to still have fun with everyone and not feel pressured to make more sales. You know, we'll keep coming up with cool stuff, and if people want to buy it, that's awesome. We love getting you guys support and, you know, releasing new hooks every month and new designs every month now, hopefully. But we also love just interacting with you guys. You know, it's great. It's a great community, and I know for me it's very uplifting to have so many people that are supporting and interacting, and it's a great community, you know. Ooh, something else I haven't talked about yet, and it's getting towards the end of the live, so this might be kind of fun. I shared this in my Discord channel, so I have a Discord channel for all my testers, where I keep in touch with everyone and do my initial call for testers. And then I have, like I said, my Facebook group. I haven't shared it there. I think I've only shared this on Discord, but we are trying to figure out the best way to do it, but we want to start offering mystery boxes. We're super excited about this idea, and I don't think it's going to be like an anytime thing. I don't think it's just going to be like a listing. It might be at some point, but I don't think it's just going to be a listing in the Etsy shop that's like, buy your mystery box and we ship it out. I think it's going to be more of like themed mystery boxes for holidays, and I'm pretty sure that the first one is going to be Halloween. So we have lots of plans that are forming in our minds of what we could do, but we are considering doing a Halloween themed mystery box You would have to pre-order in September, so it would probably be like the first week of September pre-orders would open. We'll probably leave them open for 2 weeks. We're thinking of having 2 tiers, so a $50 and a $100 mystery box for Halloween. And the $100 box is guaranteed to have one of our hooks. So if you like our hooks, this is a fun way to get a, it would be one of a kind. So we would not release them outside of the mystery boxes. They would be made for the mystery boxes. And so the $100 box would be guaranteed to get a hook. And the other boxes, we're going to be looking at other small options. So the boxes, I may do a special design just for the Halloween mystery boxes. So like, you know, I've got my hook designs and all of those designs. I may do a special Halloween design that I can put on some stickers and keychains, and you know, then of course we may just have some other goodies, like we've got our little wraps per inch tool that we came out, so you may just get some like crochet tools, like some fun tools thrown in there. We're thinking of doing like some maybe candies or t-shirts, or I don't know, you know, it's going to be really fun to put them all together. And maybe just some fun stickers, I don't know, silly stuff that just, who doesn't like getting fun Halloween mail, you know? I have this idea in my head for a design, for a Halloween themed design, and I want to do like, you know, the little candy holders that look like pumpkins, like the little plastic pumpkins with the handles. I would love to figure out a way to draw one of those and then have yarn coming out of it. Because, you know, that's what we want as trick or treat. You know, just give us your yarn. You got any yarn in there? You can keep the candy, I'll take the yarn. So that's one of my ideas, is doing like a Halloween trick or treat bag with yarn coming out of it. But we'll see. I've got to get the iPad back. So I'm really hoping that my iPad comes back in time for me to make maybe even like 2 fun Halloween designs. But yeah, so the Halloween mystery boxes, we think they're going to be really fun. You know, the captain's, I think, more excited than we are. I did think about that for digital coupons for patterns. Yes, so I actually have a couple of patterns that I think might be kind of cute for a Halloween themed box. So it might be access to a couple of different patterns as part of the box, and then I would just have to like email the pattern out or something, I don't know. But that might be kind of cool. So lots of ideas. I really am excited about the mystery boxes, and like I said, I think we'll just have to see how the Halloween one goes, because I definitely want to do a Christmas box, and maybe include like some ornaments and some really fun things for Christmas. I might even include some yarn in the mystery boxes, you know, like some black and orange yarn. I don't know. Like I said, my mind is spinning with ideas. I have to make sure I don't lose money on these boxes. But I think they'll be really fun to put together and to share with everyone. So that's my other surprise. We've had so many thoughts going through our heads of things that we can do that would be really fun and exciting, and we have started getting entries in for the DIY hook challenge. That the end of the challenge is coming up soon. I mean, it's I think we've got 2 weeks left before the entries are due, submissions are due. So if you're working on your DIY hook, if you haven't received the email from me that has the link to the form that you need to fill out to submit your entry, we did decide to do a form, and that way we can really keep track of everybody's submissions. So if you didn't get the form in the email, you can go to my website, therealpinksheepdesign.com, and go to the crochet hooks drop down menu off the top menu, and there's a DIY hook challenge website there. And you can go to that page, and there's a link to the form from that page. It just says submit your entry. You can give us feedback on the challenge, if you liked it or not, if you think we should do it as like an annual thing. And then you'll have a place where you can submit up to 5 photos. You can also include a video if you want to take a small video of your hook on your phone or something to show us the whole, if you want to turn it. You can submit that, but everybody has until August 1st to submit their hooks. I am almost done with mine. I have 2 hooks that I'm working on just as part of the challenge. I wanted to join in and decorate. So I have one that I was using Sharpie only, and I just did little flowers all over it, so it's like flower power, you know. So that one is almost done, and we did do a test run to make sure that the Sharpie would hold up under the resin that we used, and it worked. So I know that some of you guys, some of our participants were having issues coating their Sharpie or their painted hooks with resin, and I think it's the quality of the resin. I think it's whatever's in the resin, but it was causing some people's Sharpies to run, and it did not maintain the design. And we did a test with ours. I colored one with Sharpie, and we used our resin that we use, and we didn't have any issues. So if you paid the extra money so that we can resin coat your hook, we will be able to do that. I was a little concerned when I heard that people were having issues, but our resin is good. It didn't have any issues coating over the Sharpie. So I'm excited about that. And thank you. Yes, the birds are wonderful. I'm actually surprised that the neighbors' dogs haven't been let out yet, because usually they'll start barking. Mine had to be quarantined in the house so that they wouldn't be in the video with me and in my lap. That's actually, being out here is the best solution, because if I'm inside and the dogs are outside, they'll bark at whatever, anything. If I'm inside and they're inside, then they get really restless because I'm not talking to them and I'm not paying attention to them. I'm talking to the phone, and that weirds them out for some reason. And so they will be restlessly walking around, and you can hear the tap, 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 tap of their toes, of their toenails on the wood floor. And it's extremely distracting. And then I can put them downstairs in the basement, and I can be upstairs, which is what I would have to do if if it was raining today and I had to film inside. That's what I would do. But sometimes they'll start getting into quarrels with each other in the basement, and then they'll be barking in the basement. And so being in the house, just having access to the whole upper floor, and me being out here is definitely the best option when it's possible. All right, let's see. Oh yes, and before I forget, I'll show you guys my progress so far. So that's the band, like I said, the band, and I think that's wide enough. So this bralette is not going to have regular cups. So if you've created bralettes in the past, you create the cups separately, and they're pretty large. They're like triangles. This style is the triangles will. I'll bring this row to the center, and then I'll start to go back and forth across this band up, and they create more of this kind of triangle instead of this kind of triangle, if that makes sense. So they're wider triangles, and that's why I'm not sure how it's going to work for all the different chest sizes, because there's not actually a cup to it. So I think it's really going to depend on how well this stretches and just how they fit different people. But I think this is probably as wide as I'm going to make this band, and then the triangles will start to come up here, and then it's going to have little triangles coming off of the edge of the band to have a hole. And I never do halters, so when the cups come up, it'll have really, really, really long strands of yarn coming off the strap, and those will feed through those holes in the back. So it'll be like a crisscross, and then it ties in the back. I may actually let it tie in the front this time. I may make them really long, and then you can tie it in the front. But yeah, we'll have to see. And that's the other thing too, is I'm never sure how long to make the straps when they have to feed that far through the bra. But that will take some help from my testers. But I think that's as wide as I'm going to make the band. And then obviously it'll be a wider and wider band for the larger sizes, so they have more space to work with. But I think that's pretty good. So we'll see what happens. I just need to write down how many, let's see how many rows I've got. I think this is going to be the last row. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 rows. So I'll have 14 rows before I start my cups. So we'll see what happens. And I'm trying to figure out if there's a way to like add increases in the band, maybe like on this row to create more fullness before the cup starts. I don't know. That might be a possibility. I need to play around with that. So we'll see. But yeah, before I forget, because I'm going to have to hop off here in a minute since I've been on here for an hour, and I'd probably stay on here all day and just talk to technically no one, even though I'm talking to you guys. I do have my next pattern writing workshop coming up on the 24th. So if you have been wanting to take one of my workshops, I do them once a month live on Zoom, and the next one is the 24th, and we go all the way from having a pattern idea in your head that you're wanting to get out on paper, to writing those notes, creating the test project, stylizing your pattern, finding testers, adding different sizes, making sure your gauge is right, marketing your pattern, using Canva to create your pattern. So we go through all of that. So that is the 24th. There's a link in my bio to register if you're interested. And yeah, and I think that's everything for today. I did announce in the beginning, so if you missed the beginning, we will be releasing our newest set of hooks this weekend. I think it's going to be Sunday. But we have a sparkly blue ombre. These are the brightest blue hooks that we've released. We did have like a silvery blue. We still got some of those in the shop. And then we've got the purple ombre. So I've got, so you can see the dark purple to the light purple back to dark. And they're all glitter coated. So these are going to be coming soon, and they're all sizes. So 10 millimeter to 25. They are all marked now. So they've got a mark on the bottom that tells you what size they are. And we will have 3 of these black, like I call them into the void, but these are the black space looking hooks. We'll have 3 of these. These have kind of been a one-off, and we just add them when we can, but these are going to be released with that other release. Do I have a social media marketing course? So, funny story. I tried to add like a social media type course to my offerings, and I just didn't have anyone sign up. So what I usually do is, if you want more specific direction, I always offer one-on-one sessions. So if there is a topic that you're extremely interested in and you want to learn more about, I offer hour-long sessions where you can actually send me the majority of your questions up front. I can research for you before we actually meet, so that I have, I'm able to help you even more. I can help you better. I can answer more of your questions. There we go. And that way, if I need to do any research beforehand, I can. And then we'll have an hour to just chat and talk about options and, answer questions and anything that you need help with. So that's always an option, especially when things get specific. I've had, I think, 2 or 3 people just from my Pink Sheep group, so the followers on Instagram, who've taken me up on that, and we just have a little session, and then if they want to do a follow-up session, and that's with anything. And sometimes it's just nice to have someone to brainstorm with about anything having to do with business. I have a couple of clients that I meet with regularly about social media. So one client in particular, I meet with her every single month, and we put together a social media calendar for her. So we go through and we plan out her posts and plan out the different topics, and I'll help her with copy, and making sure that everything looks good for the posts. And it's not in my shop. You would just have to reach out. So you can just shoot me a message. Let me know what you want to chat about. And yeah, you can contact me through Instagram. Yep, that works. So yeah, that's always an option. I enjoy that. I do them through Zoom, you know, and we can just have a coffee and chat about everything, business, marketing, whatever you need. So with that, I'm going to sign off today because I need to go film this video about this wonderful bucket hat and get it ready for release. And I need to also get my call for testers ready because I'm planning to do my call for testers today. So if you want to test this hat, be on the lookout because my goal is to have it ready for, I'm going to have the call for testers ready today. I'll probably post that as soon as I get done here. And yeah, so I think that'll be cool. So yeah, I will talk to you guys again soon. I'm going to have to update you guys tomorrow. I'm going to be live at noon again with Crystal from Not Your Nana's Yarn Work. So join in for that for sure. That'll be, you know, anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour, depending on how long we chat. And then I will have to keep you guys posted because I think maybe I'm going to try going live to YouTube on Tuesday for my Tip Tuesday crochet and chat kind of thing. So it may turn into doing this, what I did today, 2 times a week, but 1 time on YouTube and 1 time on Instagram. So that way, you know, I do have some people who subscribe to YouTube who are not on Instagram, and as that group grows, it'll be nice to have a place to go live for them as well as for you guys here on Instagram. And I'll be able to upload them here if I want to, or, you know, however that works. But thank you guys so much for joining in, and cheers to your weekend. And yeah, I will talk to you guys tomorrow, actually. So if you join in tomorrow, I'll see you then. So, bye guys.